My name is Kiwane Scott, and I am interviewing my mother. Introduce yourself, mother.
Hello everyone, my name is Lavisa Scott. I am Kiwane's mom. Happy to do this interview with him today. What's the first question, son?
The first question is, what is your favorite sport?
Well, I've never played sports, but I like basketball because both of my sons play basketball. I'm very involved in the game. I'm their #1 cheerleader. I'm the person yelling the loudest on the bench. So I think it's the only sport that I kind of can follow. I like basketball. That's my answer.
Okay, good. Where did you live as a child?
Well, as a child, I lived with my parents, but I lived in Chicago, Illinois. Is that what you're asking?
Yes. What neighborhood?
I lived on the west side of Chicago. Actually, I grew up, from what I can remember, on Washington Boulevard in Chicago, Illinois, on the west side of Chicago. At that time, everyone knew each other. It was a close-knit neighborhood. The community looked out for each other. It was, yeah, that's where I grew up.
Okay. I have two questions in one. What high school did you go to, and how was high school like for you?
Well, I went to Austin Community Academy. That's again on the west side of Chicago. For me, high school was good. I graduated on time. I was a pretty good student. I would say CB average, basically. I was in the work program. I was a likable student. I was a good student.
What did you want to be when you were young?
I feel like I wanted to be a nurse when I was younger because I saw my mom and she worked with like elderly people. Sometime in the summer, she would take me and my sister with her. She cared for the elderly, and I was a lady. I remember her name was Olga. My mom would take us with her in the summertime to work with her, and then we would have lunch, ice cream, whatever. But she cared for this lady, and we helped her to care for this particular mom had with this particular lady. I mean, she had several clients, but we only went with that one. So my mom have like this special care with people, and I wanted to do that, but my life took a different turn. Okay. So now I've been in banking my whole life. So I've been in the financial industry for as long as I've been working. So didn't get to do that.
So what's the estimate years?
Of what?
Working in the bank?
I would say at my current position I've been at it'll be 19 years in April. But I've been in banking since I got out of high school, and that was in 1990. So I would say a long time. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah. But do you have a nickname or another name that you were supposed to be named when you were born?
A nickname that I was supposed to.
Like, did you have a nickname, or at the beginning of your birth, were you supposed to be named a different name?
No, I think I've always been Lavisa, and people shorten it for Visa, but I don't think I was supposed to be named anything else.
Okay. What was my grandmother like when you were young?
Big Mama is what we call her, my mom. Everybody called my mom. Like I said, we're close-knit community. My mother has always been a loving kind of person. My mom, her and I are extremely close right now. She is my favorite girl. She she cares pretty much for everybody in the community. She take kids on that don't have a mom or a mother figure, and she, secretly, she don't think I know, buy them school supplies, school clothes, whatever she can do for them. She do give them rides, and check in on the kids. She's always been loving, caring type person. When she made it a pact with us, when I would get out of school, sometime I would have to work after school, and she would always want me to wake her up and tell her how my day was, and if I had any challenges, or if I needed somebody to talk to, like about different things that teenagers go through. My mom was always there. Like, even now, I'm 45 years old, and my mother is one of the first 2 phone calls that I make to get through things, other than calling on God and my husband. My mom is at the top of my list. I couldn't have had my kids without my mother. Just the presence of a mom is very important in a person's life, and I have to say that I have one of the best moms ever.
Good. One last question. It might take you time to think about it, but you can take as much time as you want. What was your best memory of your life?
I can't say that I can't narrow it down, but because I have 2 kids, my favorite memories with an S would be the birth of my children, the relationship that I have with my mother, and also marrying your dad, Kiwane, and just, I don't know, living every day. But memories would be the birth of my kids, the day I accepted Christ as my personal Savior, marrying your dad, and just every day, my mother, just our relationship.
So, this is Kiwane interviewing my mom, Lavisa Scott. I'm glad that you're able to answer all of my questions. I picked you because I know you're going to be serious about the situation.
For sure.
And, yeah. And me knowing more about you.
Thank you, Kiwane, for interviewing me. This was a very a good conversation. Glad we could have it. So whichever way I can be of assistance to you and your brother, our family overall, that's what I do. That's what moms do.
Okay, and that'll be all. Thank you.
Thank you.